Nice play. Go! 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 Go!
Dad.
What?
In this football, do they have head hunting?
No.
Time! Time! Let's go, Vikings, concentrate! Execute! Execute! Good! Back, circle back. Run hard! Run hard! Run hard! Run hard! Run hard! Get in the huddle. Let's go, you guys. Come on. Hold up.
Go, guys.
Come on, Vikings! Good.
Come on, Vikings!
Make it look good now. Run
Go,
hard!
go, go! Go!
First down. First down.
Good job, Steve!
Hey, you guys.
Run, Vikings! Come on, go! Don't let him get in there! Come on!
Concentrate, Vikings. Do your job.
Let's do it. Let's get it in this time.
Concentrate. Run it good. Now run. Run. Don't walk. Run. Let's go, Vikes. You can do it. Concentrate. Nice play. Head up in there. TD time. TD time. Block somebody. Block somebody. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
About that short.
Block somebody.
Come on, Vikings!
Let's go.
Let's get it in this time. Let's get it in.
Run, Burdock.
Go,
Run.
go,
Hard,
go,
hard,
go,
hard,
go,
hard,
go.
hard. He's on.
He was in. He was in.
Wait for the whistle. Let's go, legs. Fire. Get in the end zone, Mike.
Ooh, safety. Safety.
Hit it, Ray.
We're the tallest guy.
Yeah?
I caught him off guard and I knocked him back a couple steps and I was going right for the quarterback. And he caught me off guard and I flipped upside down and landed.
Be tough, defense! Push your ass!
Every time I fall down,
Get him! Get him! Yeah!
it's already third down. It's already third down. Oh my God. Micah, look at third down.
Hold them right!
Danny! Quiet! Watch the reverse! Sit! Shine! Watch the reverse!
Okay, yeah.
Watch the pass!
Watch the pass! Look at Stan, man.
Get it!
Do it to him.
Alright, work
Maybe
down.
with the liquor, she
4 minutes, let's go! Hustle! Come on, Maya, get in there! Run! Let's go! Concentrate! Run it smooth! There it is! Go! 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 Concentrate! Block somebody! Looks good! Go hard! Go hard! Go hard! Concentrate! Make it work, guys! Remember your assignments! Go! Block and go! Block and go! Good play! Go! 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 Go!
Get out of the way, you stupid.
Through the rail?
That referee's a bonehead.
I know, he's always from
Watch Aaron. Sean should stab him in the ASS. Hey, Steve! We're going all the way! Disneyland, say it. Going to Disneyland! It's too cold. Sean.
Let's fight. Let's go. Come on, Cookie.
Yeah, cookies.
Why are you filming the cookies?
Good, I'm trying to find. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, right here, everybody. Come here, come here. Hey, sir. Don't bring. Come here. Take a knee. Right, listen up. One hell of a defensive game. You get tough, you see what happens, you make the other team go down. You have excellent. Maya, excellent job. You guys did excellent. Real good. You guys did good. Everybody did real well. All right. Listen up.
Okay. All right, Tuesday night. Practice will be Tuesday night. 4:30. Hot dog party is north 2428 Perry. 1 block north
Illinois.
of
Chris.
Illinois and Perry at the Concho Station. See my truck or Randy's truck.
You got the same 8.
Go get a hot dog.
Way to go, Vikings. Way to go.
No, turn the tape off.
Put the tape on.
Grab his
All right.
butt, Jeff.
Come here.
Jeff, grab his butt.
Come on.
All right, go for it.
Talking to you. All right?
Yeah, that's right. Go walking away. Lucky boy.
Dan, you know what? Hey,
What do you want?
talk about the game.
Well, personally, 86 knocked him on his ass.
Yeah, no, I'm about to keep that. But I want.
Now get out of here.
Where'd you go? I like your butt, Steve. It's pretty sick. Talk to the camera.
Hi.
So, ouch. Hey, Bailey. What the hell? Say something.
Hi. We won because of me.
Because of you. Then. What the heck?
Is the marina at Waikiki, and that would almost encourage you to go out and spend everything you got on a boat just to keep it there. Unparalleled beauty over here in Aloha Stadium with 50,000 fans basking in the sun, and a 3-0 NFC lead with 8:19 to go first quarter. Mike Patrick, Joe Theismann, Chris Berman, and Tom Jackson were all here having a ball. The Minister of Defense, Reggie White, sets up shop at left defensive end, and the AFC sets up at the 46. Barry Foster bursts across midfield into NFC territory. Take a look at the AFC offense. Dan Marino, the starting quarterback, led the NFL in completions, second with 24 touchdown passes. Foster became one of the premier runners in the game this year with nearly 1,700 yards and 12 100-yard games. Mike Munchak appearing in his 8th Pro Bowl, the most of any offensive or defensive lineman on either roster. Marino, quick set, throws complete near a first down. Haywood Jeffries with the grab. Take a look at the defense. Reggie White, an all-star for the 7th straight season, closing in on Lawrence Taylor's career NFL record for sacks. Ricky Jackson leads a contingent of 4 Saints linebackers in his 5th Pro Bowl after a career-best 13.5 sacks. And Deion Sanders only had 3 interceptions this year, but was still the leading vote-getter at corner for the NFC.
They give my vote, boy. I mean, that's one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen him out, and the most entertaining, Deion Sanders.
And you don't even have to restrict him to this sport.
Wearing his baseball number, 24.
He's sending a message.
Well, it's
subtle little messages.
You know what it is? It's seniority. In that even though he may have been in more Pro Bowls than Eric Allen, who's wearing 21 and who's in the league longer, gets to keep the number. Hence, Young keeps 8. Aikman moves to 9, if you're scoring at home. Just thought I'd clarify it.
Thank you, boy.
It is a first down with 7:32 to go in the quarter.
It's good to see him back, isn't it? Dan Marino hadn't played here in, what, 8 years?
Foster again on the lead draw. And McDonald has him around the neck and pulls him down.
Uh-oh, Mike. It's the first wave of the afternoon.
It's an ugly scene, but we'll see many of them. Barry Foster just really exploded out of the blocks this year. Second to only Emmitt Smith in the entire league. Averaged over 4 yards a carry. And averaged over 100 yards a game. Just a remarkable achievement under Bill Cowher. Marino goes with a quick out, incomplete to Jeffries. Got a hand on it, but couldn't hold it at the 32.
You know, one of the questions about the Pro Bowl, hence 2 years ago they went to 3 quarterbacks aside, was that would be the position where a lot of the big-name players would not come out. Now, Dan Marino has been selected for the 7th time, yet this is only the 2nd time that he's playing. I think the intensity and the way the game has been played the last 2 or 3 years has contributed to a lot of the bigger-name players, and, I mean, we're all ecstatic about the quarterbacks that are here.
And if anybody takes this seriously now, it's the AFC. Marino under a lot of pressure, throws incomplete, and he was buried. Ricky Jackson pouring in from the outside linebacker spot.
And Reggie White, 121 games, 124 sacks. Watch him come up the middle. There he is. Hasselrigg's doing everything he can, but leverage where Reggie gets underneath you. Not only is he big and quick, but he's extremely strong.
4th and 8, and the AFC will have to kick it away. Ron Stark, who averaged 44.8 yards a kick, and the net was 2nd in the NFL, a 39-3. Johnny Bailey waiting at the 10 of the Phoenix Cardinals. Stark hangs it up in the wind. And they can't quite get it.
Look at Seau.
Nice hustle by Junior Seau, probably the best athlete on the field. Nearly made the spectacular play. Strength of a Morton Anderson field goal with a 3-0 lead over the AFC. And the NFC has the ball back at its own 20-yard line. Steve Young remains in at quarterback. There are his numbers.
5 of 8, 45 yards. Another day at the office.
Pump fake, throws the pass, complete to Novacek out to the 24. Check in with Tom Jackson at the sideline. Tom?
How you doing, guys? I'm here with the first enshrinee to the Hall of Fame this year, Chuck Noll. You won 4 Super Bowls. Everybody talks about how you prepare for him. How did you prepare for him?
With good people. You know, you have success when you have good people, and we had a lot of good people.
Coach, everybody talks about the dominance of the NFC. You dominated the 70s. Is there something you can pinpoint that turned that legacy of power?
Well, you know, it comes back to the same thing, people. I think there's a cycle, or it's kind of cyclical. The NFC's done it right now. The AFC did it in the 70s and early part of the 80s. You know, it'll come back. Have faith.
Congratulations. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
You think he was directing that to Chris Berman, that comment?
Well, you see, this man right here is one of the people that he talked about. Assistant coach now with the Dolphins, Mean Joe Greene. Chuck Noll presented Joe Greene when he went into Canton, Ohio. I don't know who is going to present Chuck, but there might be a candidate there. And, you know, by the time the Steelers are done, Noll, Greene, etc., we counted it. It could be 13. You can elaborate on that.
And I think they deserve it, too. Young with another short set, gets it out to Rodney Hampton, who was out there as a wide receiver. 7th different receiver Young has hit so far. And who won the quarterback championship for touchdown passes? Steve Young. 25, trailed by Marino, only missed it by 1. Then Aikman and Kelly both had 23, and Jim Everett of the Rams rebounding from a miserable season to get 22. And Young just established himself as one of the game's premier players. Going long, sharp. Odoms had a shot at it. Atwater has it. Underthrown. It looked like it hung up in the wind.
That happened a little bit too, but Atwater did a great job of reading Young's eyes. In a game like this, there aren't a lot of things you have to worry about. We're going to get a great look at it from from the goalpost. See him slide. Atwater sees him move. Now, left part of your screen. See him turn. He's just keeping an eye on what's going on. Now he plays it like a coach teaches you. Go get the ball at its highest point. That's exactly what he does. Odoms has a shot at it. He mistimes his jump, but Atwater certainly didn't.
And Atwater, like a lot of guys who have built a reputation on being a hitter, is a very good defensive back in the area of coverage, too. Steve Young shaking his head as he comes off. And the AFC gets the ball at its own 29. Marino, a little pump fake, then a deep out, and that will be incomplete. Intended for Miller. Good coverage over there. Sanders and McDonald coming over from the safety spot.
I could do Atlanta games forever because of him. I just think that Deion Sanders is so special. He's got that walk about him, and he's such an engaging young man. You sit and talk to him. All the things you see on TV, yeah, he's brash and all that stuff, but you sit down and talk to him. He's a man who has a direction and a purpose and is having fun doing what he's doing.
Just got to hold down the ice water, and he's all right.
Yeah.
Harold Greene from the Bengals, who had a wonderful year, only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Swarmed there. Jesse Tuggle was over on the stop along with Clyde Simmons of the Eagles.
He really came on at the end of the year for a team that didn't have a great season. Had 190 yards in one game at the end of the season. And from our minutia department, Harold Greene's appearance now makes that there have been 13 different Greens that have appeared in the Pro Bowl. Joe is one of them.
I did not know that.
That is the most of any names. I just thought that, Joe, that you might have missed that note.
I did not know that.
There are more Greens than any other player.
Ronnie Harmon of the Chargers is checked in. Flag is down. Marino throws. Complete. Would be enough for a first down. We'll check the flag as Anthony Miller makes the grab for 16.
It's going to be offside against the NFC. Dan Marino, using his guile and his wit, did a little hard count, caught him offsides, and then fired that thing on 3rd and long.
Offsides. Number 55, defense. Penalty is declined. Completed pass, first down.
Pat Swilling guilty of being offside.
Watch Dan Marino gets back, takes a 3-4 little steps. Now watch, see how he sets that back foot and then just leans into it. That's why it's so important that the center and the guards do a good job of protecting so a guy like Dan can step up.
Marino play action, rifles to the near sideline. Haywood Jeffries near the sticks for another first down. Eric Allen on the coverage. Jeffries became only the 2nd player since the merger to lead a conference in receiving 3 years in a row. Kellen Winslow was the other. That's pretty good company.
Yes. 3 Oiler receivers here. You think Warren Moon won't like that when he gets in? You see, there's lots of connections here with the quarterbacks and receivers in this team.
Not only that, Chris, you got Dan Marino and Coach Shula. Of course, Dan's in his system.
Foster. Not much. Ricky Jackson got the first piece of him, and then Sam Mills cleaned up. There's another penalty flag down.
Well, let's hope we don't see a parade today. That would be worse than about 18 waves here through the stadium, wouldn't it?
And look at Don. You don't think he wants to win this game? He's over there yelling about holding and then smiling at his own complaints.
Bobby Monica, the equipment man of the Dolphins. Yeah, Don worked his squad a little bit longer every day than George Seifert worked his squad.
DeMonte Dawson, number 64, hangs on to Henry Thomas, gets the old good grab of the shirt, brings him down. 64 grabbing 97. That equals -10.
NFL math. On 1st and 20, Marino with good protection, rifles another one. Andre Reed tried to make the circus catch, can't do it, and a couple of NFC players had shots at it. Deion Sanders was all over.
Top right part of your screen, Deion just watching Andre all the way. Deion never gives up that cushion and closes on him. If you don't catch the ball clean around somebody like Deion Sanders or Eric Allen, they're going to be right there, so you're not going to get a second chance at it, and Andre didn't.
Deion was saying to Andre, you're not going to run by me, son. I'm going to be right here in your face.
Sounds like a promo.
Screen, Foster, there's the flag down as he stops at the 49. Jesse Tuggle is out there. Chuck Cecil and Henry Thomas also in on the stop. And the NFC offside again. Hope you'll be with us tomorrow night. Big Monday, college basketball. Georgetown will go against Syracuse. The Hoyas, led by Othello Harrington in that Big East Conference that's trying to find a leader. Then at 9:30 from the Big 8, Kansas State against Missouri. Kansas State playing very well right now. And then at midnight from the Big West, UNLV and J.R. Ryder will take on Long Beach State. Trying to get revenge as Long Beach State pulled a major upset earlier in the year. That's midnight tomorrow. College hoops, and it's been a great year. Three-man rush. Marino unloads. Givens covered like a blanket. Eric Allen right there. Eric Allen, one of those guys with incredible study habits. He looks at more film.
Two big guys. Not really. This is just a flat go. Dan said to Ernest, listen, you run, I'll throw it. See how Allen looks back and still has the ability to make up distance?
Well, there are many in the league that say that if you want to pick one pure cover corner in football today, that's your guy, Eric Allen. I've heard that many a time.
Marino has hit only 3 of his first 8 in this game. Right now he's facing 3rd and 15.
He's terrible, man.
Yeah, you have to build a wing in the Hall of Fame for him. Doleman knocks it loose. Recovered by the AFC back at the 34-yard line. Looked like Richmond Webb got on it.
Keep an eye on how quick Chris Doleman gets off the ball and gets around Howard Ballard. There he is. Watch this. Off like a track man. Does the swat of the right arm. Ballard even trying to grab him. Can't hang on to him. Good job by Richmond Webb covering up the little bouncing ball.
Last couple of weeks have not been kind to Howard Ballard.
And he had a great year, but there have been some quick guys that he's seen the last couple of weeks.
Johnny Bailey waiting back at the 20-yard line. #1 in the NFL in punt return average this year, over 13. Play clock is running down, and they didn't get it off. They'll whistle this one dead.
Well, let's see. This will be 4th and... Well, this penalty will be what? 4th and 35. This is not the time to snap it to Junior Seau.
Okay? Kicking team, 5-yard penalty, re-kick, 4th down.
Tim Helton, the new offensive line coach of the Miami Dolphins, talking to House Ballard, his first Pro Bowl. And there's Chris. He wants to say hi. Hi, everybody.
Good snap to start.
Ooh.
Beautiful punt. This guy's 4th all-time in punting average in the NFL. Bailey dumped as he got back to about the 23-yard line. Punt of 54, return of 7. It's still 3-0 NFC. Al Smith down on special teams. This is good, but how about the swing?
How can that break this way? That'll play. Not too much. Hey.
Inside the football.
Hope Chuck doesn't decide to spike that little package.
Hampton in and running back along with Waters. Gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Seau and Kennedy. Yes. The AFC's defensive studs for the next 10 years on that stop.
They tell more stories about Junior Seau about almost getting a sack and then going 30 yards downfield and being in on the tackle. He is a remarkable athlete. First quarter winds down. Our only scoring, a Morton Anderson field goal. And the NFC leads it by 3. Honolulu. In the last 5 years, the Buffalo Bills have had more players than any other team selected to this game with 39. The Oilers with 34, Minnesota 30, San Francisco 24. Here's the surprise on that list, the Detroit Lions with 21.
Yeah, Bobby Lane was selected a couple times there, wasn't he?
Not in the last 5 years.
You know, I'll tell you, in the early 80s, it's interesting. Every time the first round of the playoffs, when the Redskins, we were doing okay, and we used to wind up playing the Detroit Lions in the first round, it seemed, every year.
Hampton and Waters are the backs behind Steve Young. Had a little trouble with the snap, and a little trouble with the pressure, and it's picked off. Junior Seau.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Look at how excited he is, like a little kid.
A return of 31 as Junior Seau picks off Steve Young. And they brought some heat that time.
Great pressure from the outside caused Steve Young to move a little bit. Have to make the throw errantly.
Lowry on for the point after. And one of the most accurate kickers in the history of football knocks it through. Junior Seau with the biggest play of the game so far.
Watch number 90 come on the inside, Neil Smith. And on the outside, Lloyd comes around and Tez hits him in the face. And there's Junior trying to hit the crossing pattern. It gets away from Jerry Rice, just over Jerry's head. Junior Seau in for the Sweet 6.
Like we said, Cortez Kennedy, Junior Seau. Just get used to them in this game.
Let's check in with Tom Jackson at the sideline. Tommy?
Thank you, guys. I'm down here with Jim Kelly, quarterback of the Buffalo Bills.
What is that?
Jimbo, seriously, Bill Polian has been such a big part of building the Buffalo Bills. What's your reaction to his firing this week?
I think it's sad because I feel, and I'm sure most people feel, that he was the best general manager in football, and it'll be sad to see him go, but hopefully front office will remember one thing, that in order to get players, they got to go out and spend some money and be champions like we have in the past. So we'll see what happens.
Is the next guy coming in to an almost no-win situation where the only thing left for him is win the Super Bowl?
Well, I know him personally. He's a great guy, and I guess you are put in that situation, but John Butler's an excellent individual. Hopefully it'll give him the same range that they gave Bill Polian.
People talk about your preparation going into the Super Bowl. What do you think?
It was awesome. Had the best week of practice, and come Sunday, you know, I said before, NBA, NHL, you get best of 7. We have one-time winner take all. Just one of those games that happened. We're very proud. I think we have a lot to be proud of. We made it 3 years in a row. The one thing about it is we start next year same as everybody else. Never count us out.
Get back to it. Thank you, Jimbo.
Thank you.
Johnny Bailey from the goal line. Wrapped up as he crosses the 20. Seau's interception was the 6th in Pro Bowl history that was returned for a touchdown. And Steve Young will get another crack at it.
That was a scary mask there that Tommy had in front.
Wasn't it, though?
There's a scary, There's a scary sight for Steve Young.
You know, Junior Seau, the Chargers played, I think, late November, a game in Cleveland. And they said he was running around the field before the game. They said, wait a minute, you're going to slip, you're going to get hurt. He had never seen snow before, and he was like a kid, just having a great time, saying this is the greatest. He's one of the most refreshing players that we've met in a long, long time in this game.
Young 7 out of 12 so far for 59, but he's had 2 picked.
A touchdown. They had an illegal defense, as played under the Pro Bowl rules. That is a violation, but no penalty. The next violation will be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. Thank you.
What, does news travel slow here in Honolulu? I mean, that was like an hour ago, wasn't it?
The drum beats take a while to get through. So there will be no more warning. The next time any violation of the rules, it will be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Now, he wouldn't violate the rules.
No, as a matter of fact, one of his most famous quotes is he would like to be remembered as somebody who always played within the rules, and he's on the rules committee, so he better not. There was some freelancing going on, right, Joe?
Well, you know, it happens. I'll tell you what's difficult. You're only supposed to send the outside linebacker to what is considered the strong side. But if you come out with 2 tight ends, how do you know which side's the strong side? I mean, they make the play on the sideline, the call, but then it becomes a little confusing. This thing will start to take a little more shape as the game goes on.
7-3 AFC second quarter. Sanders is back in. Young goes out to Andre Rison. He's wrapped up by McDaniel after a short game.
Well, the 49ers have some interesting offseason decisions to make. They have 3 fine quarterbacks. George Seifert, I would say, would be looking at Steve Young as his starting quarterback. Joe Montana has said in the past, although I think that they're waiting to see what Joe wants, that all he wants is a chance to compete for the job in Rockland, California this summer. We'll continue in a minute.
Draw, Sanders hit at the line of scrimmage. Al Smith was right there.
I think what's going to happen, Steve Young is a free agent. Steve Bono is a free agent. Joe Montana isn't, but could be, if, and I don't have the 3 minutes to explain it. There is a scenario in which all 3 quarterbacks could be back. I think they will do right by Joe Montana. If Joe wants to play and start somewhere, and he tells the 49ers that, they will accommodate him. If Joe is content to stay in the Bay Area behind Steve Young.
Flat pass. Smith trying to get to the first down sticks, and he won't make it.
If Joe is content to stay and leave his heart in San Francisco, not to make a pun here. I mean, this is tough. You're not talking about just any quarterback.
But can you imagine him to be content as a backup quarterback?
No, I cannot. That was not his feeling when we spoke at length toward the end of the season. The season has now ended. I know Joe was at the Pebble Beach this week playing golf, but this coming week, I think that he and the 49ers will decide, or will discuss what it is that really he wants, and the Niners will take their cue from there.
Flag down on the play. They're discussing it. Joe Theismann sitting between us. I don't think you could have been a backup quarterback.
No, I think
with that temperament to want to win, want to succeed.
There are people who are backups in this game, and there are people who are starters. Joe Montana is a starter. He should be a starter someplace. He should be given that chance.
On the last play, we had illegal blitzing by the linebacker on the AFC. That's a second violation. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15-yard penalty, first down.
See, I said, remember I said it's hard to discern when you've got 2 tight ends in the game and you're allowed to bring one of the linebackers to the tight end side. How do you denote which is which? If you've got one back and you've got a balanced formation, it becomes more difficult. Remember, you can only bring one outside linebacker. And there's a case where you've got 2 tight ends. So what are you going to do? Now you bring both of them and get yourself a 15-yard penalty.
Somebody's got to raise their hand, don't they?
Yeah. I'm the tight. That's what they do in practice. They come over and say, I'm the real one. The other one is called what's considered the H-back.
Now the AFC players complaining about it, and another discussion.
Now, this is not what you need in this game. I can tell you that right now.
Wait a second. I'm having a flashback. A thing called instant replay once used to do this to us. Have a little discussion or two.
But at any rate, on the 49ers situation,
yeah.
I mean, that is a tough call.
I personally think Joe Montana ought to be given a chance to go play football. He looks like he's physically sound. I think the Los Angeles Raiders would embrace a quarterback of Joe Montana's character and quality, and that's a football team that has a chance to win. I think the Minnesota Vikings would be enough. You don't need to do anything with the system. Joe can throw the ball down the field. Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback in the history of the game of football.
Amen.
He can adapt and go someplace and play. I think Steve Young, that man has earned the right to be the starting quarterback in San Francisco. And there's going to be a time when Joe's not going to be around. And I think the toughest decision to make is what is the right decision, what isn't the right decision.
The Niners' decision, I think, is easier than the referee's decision right here, isn't
We
it?
could figure it out by the time they get done.
I think we're in trouble. I just saw 2 lawyers coming on the field.
Yeah, one of them was lawyer Tillman.
But I really think that Joe Montana should be given an opportunity to go someplace else and play football if that's what he wants to do, because if he does stay in San Francisco, you're only going to wind up with a Joe Steve problem, which I think can hurt the 49ers' chances of winning more than satisfying individual situations.
Our situation continues to drag on as the officials talking with the AFC players about this rules violation.
Okay. On another front, I do know that the president of the 49ers, Carmen Policy, was not sitting on his helmet this week. He flew to Honolulu to talk with Steve Young's agent, Lee Steinberg, about starting to work towards a new contract for Steve Young. But again, it's going to be what Joe wants, and I think in the next couple of weeks, the Niners will know that. They will do right by Joe Montana, as well they should.
And here we go.
Decision stands. 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. That's a second infraction. Illegal blitzing linebacker. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Don Shula now getting a little exercised.
And he should. I think it's a very difficult rule to enforce when you have teams that have 2 tight ends in a ball game.
So it will be an automatic first down. The NFC gets the ball out at its own 43 to reset for you. 12.5 minutes to go first half. 7-3 AFC on Junior Seau's interception return. Emmitt Smith. Great cut. Rising, giving him a block downfield, and Nate Odoms forces him out of bounds. 18-yard gain. The star of the 90s, guys?
Huh. I guess the best thing to do, watch the left side of your screen. Okay, if you got Derek Thomas out there, don't block him. Just let him run himself by, and that's exactly what they did. But look at the great job Andre Rison does of maintaining contact on Nate Odoms. Look at it. He gets in contact with him, 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards downfield, still in contact with the DB.
First player since Walter Payton with back-to-back 1,500-yard seasons. Brian Cox wraps up Barry Sanders. Here's what Steve Young had to say earlier this week about his free agent status.
It would be kind of un-American to just not take advantage of a free agency situation. But I have worked hard to be a part of this offense. I love San Francisco. I love the fans of San Francisco. I love being there. And so, you know, I think that I'll use the idea of free agency to kind of just see what's going on, but my heart is in San Francisco.
2nd and 12. Young scrambling out of the pocket. Cortez Kennedy in pursuit. Atwater bumps him out of bounds.
You see how fast Cortez was? I mean, Steve Young put no distance between him and an interior tackle.
Cortez who weighs 293
That's
pounds.
right. He's listed as 293, and he's unreal.
Tez and he fights people up, got great lateral pursuit, does a good job as far as angles go. Also, you know, quite often defensive linemen get caught up running at a quarterback or at a running back, and they forget about the angle of pursuit. Tez is the complete ball player. You know, he wore 99 during the course of the season this year in honor of his friend Jerome Brown, whom he felt like he would always be a piece of him as long as he had that number on.
3rd and 2. Young in the short flat for Rison. That'll be a first down as Odoms forces him out.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the NFC receivers. See, and it's pretty good when you can bring Andre Rison and Michael Irvin off the bench.
It's a remarkable crew.
Behind Rice and Sharp.
Watch Cortez. Look at that arm over. Stepnowski just slides him over to McIntyre, but he's so quick. Watch the arm. Look at that. Right over. If the guard isn't there to pick him up, he's right in Young's face.
Spotted near the 22. It's a first down for the NFC with 10:37 to go. Smith with a stutter step gets to a hole about the 20-yard line. It's one of the most fascinating things that's going to happen, not only free agency, but guys like Emmitt Smith, whose contract is up. How much is enough to keep a player like that?
You know, for a guy like Emmitt Smith, who's 23 years old, I could foresee a package of 5, 6, 7 years in the neighborhood of $20 to $25 million.
You think longer contracts will become the norm?
I think if I'm an owner, I'm going to want to sign a longer contract. I think there's a risk factor that goes into it, but you can get insurance to guarantee it so it's not out of your pocket. There's ways to work around it, but I think the opportunities are certainly there.
2nd and 7. Young with a pump fake, in trouble, down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you talk about Emmitt Smith. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys are one of the early teams to recognize, especially with such young players, to try and wrap them up for longer periods of time. There's a lot more complete picture to understand in what's coming here in football. In the new collective bargaining agreement, when they dot all the I's and cross the T's, there is a complete picture to understand. And I'm not even talking about judgment of talent and who do you pay, who don't you pay, what guy do you get, what guy do you let go. There are going to be some teams asleep at the wheel with some of these rules, and it's going to hurt them for a lot of years. There's others going to understand all the rules and move to the head of the class.
On 3rd and 7, Young steps up into the pocket, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Rison covered by McDaniel and did a great job, although Rison is beefing about it.
You know, Chris, you talk about Eric Allen in the NFC being one of the best cover corners. There's another one right there. Terry McDaniel started all the games this year. Now here comes the throw. It's a great throw. Rison has it, but look at McDaniels. Left hand pulls it down, knocks it out of the way. See his left hand get inside?
Oh, that's
his
great
left
defense.
arm gets inside Rison's two and knocks the ball away. I think he's as good as well, obviously he's here because everybody else is, but he is as good as there is one-on-one because he's asked to do it so much in that Raider defense.
Perfectly timed. Morton Anderson is already connected from 27, tries this from 37, and knocks it through. So a pair of Morton Anderson field goals and a touchdown return of an interception by Sayal.
Password. Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
ID? You're early.
But I'm ready.
Then prove it.
That's not enough. Oh, this must be a rookie thing or something.
This ESPN NFL special, the 1993 Pro Bowl, is brought to you by Reebok. And by the great taste of Diet Pepsi. You've got the right one, baby. Uh-huh.
The NFC has pulled back to within a point of the American Conference All-Stars here in the Pro Bowl with 9:03 to go first half. Morton Anderson teeing it up. One of the rule changes that people have talked about, do you move it back to the 30-yard line so you get more kick returns? I think if you do that, though, you've got to change that illegal block in the back rule, because that brings every one of them back. Line drive. Dan takes it 2 yards deep, and he'll keep it there, so the AFC will start from the 20-yard line. Timeout on the field, 8:57 to go in the half. Troy Aikman will come in on the next series. In the AFC leading the NFC, let's go to Tom Jackson.
Here with our second 1993 Hall of Fame enshrinee, Bill Walsh. When you dominated the 70s, what was the key to that for you?
Well, I think we had a complete team. Every facet of the game was really solid for us. We didn't make many mistakes. Then we had some scintillating big play guys. Jerry Rice, Dwight Clark, Freddie Solomon. I can go on and on. Then, of course, Joe Montana.
You bring up Joe Montana. Have you thought about what Joe might do as the free agency comes into play?
Well, I know this. Everything I've heard, Joe wants to play football. I personally think he can still play. If he's well protected, he can take a team to the Super Bowl and